So hi everyone. We are a team from Taiwan. This is our project. Our name is Differences of Local Garden Use and Food Consumption between main and outlying islands in Tuvalu. And the list of authors are all of contributors. So the first is we go through an introduction. So Tuvalu is a country in the South Pacific Ocean consisting of 9 atolls. The agricultural activities are very limited on Tuvalu. So that's why the inhabitants often need to rely on imported food, and the food insecurity has been a huge problem, and it also contribute to their obesity rates, which is extraordinarily high. So there's a project between the Tuvalu Department of Agriculture and Taiwan International Cooperation and Development Fund that tries to promote the use of government gardens and home gardens in Tuvalu that has been ongoing for the past several years. And so the goal of this study is to investigate a difference in food consumption and determinants for higher local garden use between main and outlying islands in Tuvalu. And here are some pictures that we did a national-wide questionnaire in Tuvalu on their demographic, their home garden use, and some food items that regularly consumed. And we also did some logistic regression model to see the association between the garden use and their food consumption and other demographic characteristics.
Okay, so the next part will be our population demographic. We included more than 1,000 adults, including 600 from the main islands and roughly 400 from the outlying islands. And respondents of the main islands were younger, had higher income and higher education levels. In contrast, respondents of the outlying islands reported more frequent use of home gardens and visits to the government gardens. And there was no significant differences in gender and body mass index between the two groups. Okay, regarding the local gardens use, living in outlying islands is positively associated with having home gardens and frequent visits to family gardens in fully adjusted multivariable logistic regression model. And age and higher education levels were positively related to frequent visits to government gardens. However, none of the covariates were associated with the odds of home garden use.
So we are going to talk about the difference in food index between the main island, Funafuti, and the outlying islands. As we can see, fish was consumed by almost all of the participants, and 93.5% of main island residents consume rice weekly, but the percentage is significantly lower in the outlying island residents. At the same time, people in main island consume more imported vegetable, fruits, processed food, such as sugar-sweetened beverage, ice cream, instant noodles, and cake. Meanwhile, people in the outlying islands were more likely to consume domestic vegetables and fruits, such as swamp taro or breadfruit. Next. In conclusion, the living environment affects how Tuvaluans do their farmings and what they choose for their foods. People in Funafuti, the main island, were less likely to have home gardens or approach government gardens, and they were more likely to consume imported foods. Overall, this study provides important information for local garden promotion as an intervention to build an affordable food system in Tuvalu. Next. So thank you very much, and we welcome for all your questions and comments. 当当